Hello, folks, and welcome to episode review of FLCL Progressive number 2. And of course, you need to note now, there will be spoilers. So, for anyone who actually doesn't want to know about spoilers or anything of the freaking series or this episode, a good idea to turn it off and come back later. Anyways, the episode is called Freebie Honey. So apparently this is the thing of this series is we're starting with a dream. So Hidomi is losing her mind in the dream. Oh my gosh, the narration, her talking, yeah, she's gone insane. And there's some zombies and some messed up graphic crap. And let me just tell you, I think this might have been the horror film version, the horror version of National Geographic's. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it went. So you could tell it's a total nightmare, even worse than the previous one. And then we get to cut into morning time. FLCL number 2 is having a bad time remembering what she should be doing with her order. So basically, the mom has her, and she's like, "Oh, come on, you gotta do it this way. You gotta do it like this." And she tries to warn her, saying, "Hey, be careful of FLCL," but she fails both times. One, the mom just pulls her back and say, "Hey, I'm still trying to talk to you." And then the second time, she tries to tell her, "Well, Hidomi just went out the door, and the door slammed right in her face. So, oh well." So, anyways, at school. at school, Hidomi actually remembers a bit of not episode, a bit of the nightmare that happened, and then all of a sudden, FLCL number 1 reveals herself completely. She goes into the freaking class. She has just straight up revealed herself and say, "Ha ha!" So no more of the boring, bland teacher. Now she is 100% herself, and she has made her class into the cult. They have drank her freaking Kool-Aid, her lemonade, and now they are 100% just absorbing everything she is saying. Holy crap. So she talks about the planet, and she talks about a mole that's growing on her, and poo poo poo, poo poo poo, no, poo pee poo. Yeah, and they're actually as if it's chants. Yeah, it's like yeah. So apparently she has a yearbook, and well, since they're now very deluded, they are drinking her Kool-Aid. They drink the Kool-Aid. They see awesome photos, even though in reality they're crappily drawn photos that they're looking at, but they see something else. They see actual photos that's been taken with a camera instead of hand drawn by some kid, or she might not even be artistic. So they caused. There's one crazy part of a memory where they said they caused a bonfire using the school as, you know, wood. So they burned the school down and it was a big bonfire. What? How is she still a teacher if that actually happened? Again, they all drank the freaking Kool-Aid. They are so freaking, yeah, she has them. She has them. There's no saving these kids. She has them. So Hidomi actually gets told by FLCO after class to go see E-Day because, well, he doesn't have the freaking home worksheet that she wants to give the kids, which I guess she gave worksheets to all the children and they did it. Durr. Or it's just the fact of since she's the teacher, she's able to make up something, and now she's able to actually get Hidomi to have a moment where, oh no, it's a monster, run for your life. So she kind of asked about their relationship, and well, Idomi's like, "What relationship?" And it's like, "Sure." And of course, one more note is FLCL, the original one, is riding her vehicle in school. Yeah, her moped is actually being driven in the freaking hallway. So, anyways, Hidomi is on her way to go to Ide's house. She passes by a playground. While continuing to pass by, there's apparently a crosswalk where you have a monster from last time being a crossing guard. What? Yeah, yeah, he's a crossing guard now. So she reaches the slum, and yeah, he lives in a slum. Who knew? And then all of a sudden, there's this weird guy with an eye patch. Apparently, he local the cafe, and he's being weird, saying, "Oh, I can make you a pro." Then all of a sudden, Ide's friends from like the last episode, which of course they're main characters. Do I remember their name? No, sadly I don't. Anyways, the old man, the pirate, I call him a weird pirate. He's like, "Oh, you're a Latin dude. You got Latin, you're Latin ethnicity inside of you, boy." And he's like, yeah, and they're walking away. Well, two of them walking away while the one with Latin descent is like, you got a fine fist. I could make you a pro. And well, he's like, a pro at what? Yeah, it's like this guy's like, I could make you a pro. I could make you a pro. It's like, you don't tell him a pro of what. So, anyways, I'm gonna call him Skirt Boy. So, Skirt Boy, the other friend, and Hidomi, what Skirt Boy does is he mentions how the neighborhood is not safe. She shouldn't have been walking alone, and he makes sure that she knows that the real E-Day is different from the E-Day as a student that she sees during school. So it turns out that child labor is still a thing over here in this world. 4 to 6 guys are using muscles to move scrap metal, yeah, as if they're part of a reindeer crew or horses, perhaps. It's like, yeah. And you got a slave driver who keeps on cracking that whip and just like, psh, 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 hurry up, you lapdogs. Psh. So, anyways, Ide actually had to rip his jacket off so he can continue on using his muscles to actually push this freaking scrap metal with along with the 5 other dudes. So of course, Skirt Boy actually marveled the fact that he's like, yeah, he got muscles. It's not fair. How come I can't get muscles? And then just he is not in. He's not the class clown. He actually, technically, when it comes to money, they're struggling as a family, and he has to work for it. So he's the worker of the family. And also, we get to cut to E-Day manufacturing, where he's trying to sell in quotations a weapon. It's kind of like a paintball weapon, but instead of using paintballs, they're using little small rocks. He also have a machine that makes the ammo, makes those small rocks, and he has a dolly that actually can help move that. Then we get some dumb bastard. So this some dumb bastard with another friend and his girlfriend, or maybe it's the guy and girlfriend, and he's all alone. For some reason, this dumbass idiot says, "Hey, this is not even a weapon," and he starts using the weapon on E-Day, and then he starts cussing, saying, "Ah, ah," and so the bastard decided to kick the freaking product. He kicked the one that makes the ammo, and then he starts kicking the freaking guy, kicking E-Day, and then he takes the gun. It's like, whoa, whoa, if you said this gun is a piece of why the hell are you taking the gun with you, dumbass? I'm just saying, if you mock it and say that how stupid it is, why the fuck are you taking it? So, anyways, yeah, dumbass is taking the freaking gun and walking away after giving him even more of a beat down because, well, he was acting tough. He's saying, he was like, "Sorry, guys, my heart is full of stone." Actually, no, he didn't say that, but I'm just saying he actually said something tough, and then the guy's like, "Okay, fine, I'm just gonna kick the crap out of you, beat the out of you, then take the freaking weapon and walk away without paying any money." Yeah, that sounds pretty damn stupid. Just saying, if you say it's a crappy weapon, why the fuck are you taking it with you? And what you gonna do when you're out of ammo? You big dumbass. Okay, anyways, E-Day actually saw all that, and all of a sudden her nose bleeds, and then her headphones are turning pink. Yeah, going pink and doing the usual thing that shows that we saw previously. So she faints, and the headphones turn blue again. So E-Day actually picks her up and takes her to his house, and Skirt Boy's like, why does he get the girl? And I'm like, dude, maybe, well, maybe if you wear some damn pants, you might actually get a girl instead of your damn skirt, where we can actually see some freaking damn, your freaking damn underwear. And plus, it's like, dude, listen, there's some girls out there who actually wear a skirt, but actually wear a small, it's actual tighter or whatever freaking shorts. Yeah, they wear shorts sometimes under those skirts. So just take a note, even though it's a fashion statement and it's popular, doesn't mean that, hey, I'm gonna do exactly what a girl does. It's like, no, no, be smart. Do Yeah, do what exactly a girl does, but do what a smart girl does. Don't do one that's like, hey, check what I'm wearing underneath. Anyways, after commercial, we go back to his house. He makes sure that her bleeding stopped, and then all of a sudden, Ide's mom comes in, and she says, "Oh, you brought another girl home. Oh, naughty, 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 naughty." And then she starts sitting. She sits and then starts talking about back in my day, and oh yeah, she gets pushed out of his room. It's like, what the frick, out of nowhere. Yeah, she kind of reminiscent of the main character of the first season, his dad. Kind of does remind me of that. Kind of. Well, anyways, Hidomi is okay. Ide sits and asks and tries to attempt to ask her out. Planetarium tickets, I guess that's what those were. And of course, well, we get a nice little shot of her legs and skirt. And she declines, and then all of a sudden, we think it's Hidomi who's speaking right now. And it's like, oh my gosh, what the hell? This turned quick. Yeah, and then like in the original FLCL, Ide jumps out of his pants. You know, he makes a nice little dive. He jumps out of his pants. You can see his pants is flying off, and he dives, but it's rejected. And it turns out that FLCL was there. She was doing saying those words, and she said cut, and she stopped everything. There are so many questions. Like for instance, she has a freaking damn camera, and she's a teacher. And if they do raid her freaking place, she could so get screwed over because that is kind of child pornography. Kinda is. And of course, well, their question is, how did she get there? So, anyways, FLCO makes jokes as soon as she goes into the restroom and she makes sex noises. So, yeah, it sounds like they're actually doing something in there. And then all of a sudden, FLCL2 crashes the party, breaks open the freaking wall and window. And Haru, that's her name. That was the original one name. Okay. So, anyways, FLCL2 actually needs her, apparently. And, well, she forced her to do something. So, FLCL number 2, her car is now a bit of a robot where he has robot legs and robot arms, kind of like a somewhat transformer. And she's able to grab Ide and holds her for safety. And well, the first one just like, so she says how it's between both of them. You should not make Ide a part of it. And there's a funny joke, just the fact of where it's like, hey, well, if she shouldn't be a part of this, it's a great idea to grab her with a robot arm, you know? It's like, yeah, not making a part of it, but yet you just grabbed her. So, anyways, yeah, kind of funny joke. And then suddenly Ide actually has a dog collar on, and now he's used as some kind of weapon. First, he's used as a grapple, and Ide is kind of down a little bit. And then the FLCLs, they both fight, and then she is able to summon the monster. Mm-hmm. And well, FLCL was sent to deliver. Oh wait, yeah. So what happened is that the mom of Hidomi actually sent her out for delivery. That's why she's out right now. And then FLCL 2 says, "Don't make the same mistake." And it's like, And then, oh yeah, sorry, I must have. Okay, wait. When I said the monster beforehand, monster was actually eating at a noodle shop in the slums. Now this is when she was able to use Ide again and used him as kind of a ball first, and then all of a sudden now he's a portal. So she's able to use him as a portal. The monster from the previous episode was not destroyed, and now she's using the monster as the freaking ball. And there's some funny exchange lines going on here, and well, apparently FLCL2 said you can't reach him like this, and it's like who? That's the question that we all have. Is like, who are you trying to reach? Are you trying to reach that king guy from last time? That's the only thing I can remember. Is like, yeah, I think. I'm pretty much think that's the king from last time that she tried to get, but of course the kid screwed her over. Anyways, FLCL2 is knocked down. The car actually releases some flying. Oh, no, sorry. The car turns into a flying car now. Yeah, no more robot parts. And shoots the monster with Hidomi in it as if this is Men in Black, the original Men in Black, where, the cave thing, not cave, the tunnel. And he's like, okay, push the little red button. And then all of a sudden, zzz, yeah, somewhat like that. But it's even worse, though. So, anyways, FLCL1 has E-Day, Haru has E-Day, and she needs FLCL2 for some reason, apparently. It's like that they are one. That's what FLCL2 is talking about. And now we have the car being 100% robot. The car releases robo drones and they blast Haru slash FLCL number one. E-Day was hit a little bit, and then FLCL2 told her not to be involved. She could die from being involved in this. Now, let me stop right here and talk about this one part. Okay, listen. You say how she shouldn't be involved in this. You should stay away from Haru, aka FLCL original. How the fuck can she do that if she was the freaking damn teacher? She has to go to school every single day. It's kind of like saying, hey, you got to stay away from this person. Oh, but the person actually is the boss of your job. Given the job, you can quit. And I guess technically for the school, you could transfer, but of course, then you'll have a question from your mom, your parents saying, hey, why do you want us to transfer? Or, hey, why are you skipping school? It's like, you can't win here. She has no choice but to go to school. So your idea of saying, "Oh, you shouldn't involve yourself with her," is like, well, she's the freaking teacher. Pretty sure if you're going to freaking barge into the little girl's life, you need to do some freaking damn research because you know that she's near her somehow. It's a good idea you do your damn research and find out, oh, she's her teacher. Well, what the fuck can we do about that? It's like she has no choice but to actually be involved with her because if not, she could easily fail her. So then, nosebleed. Yep, Hidomi has a nosebleed, and then all of a sudden, a horn is out and proud. Yeah, all because of FLCL2 talking, saying she could die. You idiot. And the scraps, yeah, all of a sudden she's right there up in the air now, and scraps are now circling around her. And her headphones apparently are enzyme inhibitors. So whoever gave her headphones, maybe even FLCL number two, but on the other hand, it wasn't her because she asked in the first episode, where did you get those headphones? So who knows where she got those from? And then we all watch, and instead of turning a robot that she most likely would turn into eventually, we saw her do it in a dream in the first episode. Oh, it turns out that no, she turns into a ragdoll thing. So Haru, aka original FLCL, goes checking it out. It's kind of funny as the freaking interaction where she pokes the ragdoll and the ragdoll touch her, and she's like, "No touchy." Still so funny. And then all of a sudden, the ragdoll acts like she's Majin Vegeta. A boom! Massive explosion. Oh, what the frick? And she tries to hit Haru, FLCL number one. The punch misses and hits her damn self. FLCL number one is out freaking cold, but Hidomi actually was saved by FLCL number two. She turned back to normal after the punch. So E-Day actually is on her mind. She's like, yeah, get E-Day. So FLCL actually got both of them, but she didn't treat E-Day with care. She just threw him in the freaking car while she actually gently put in Hidomi. So it's like, well, listen, if E-Day's the freaking damn portal or something, pretty sure you gotta treat him with care too, or all of a sudden you flop him in there the freaking car, and then all of a sudden, another monster. Good job, idiot. So, anyways, the car was able to revive them both. Who knew it had technology like that? The freaking moped didn't have that type of technology. So, anyways, FLCL number one, Haru calls dibs on Hidomi. She's like, you know I have dibs on her. And Hidomi and Ide actually have a funny serious chat going on. She, yeah, they were just a funny exchange, and then eventually she was able to deliver the worksheet that he missed. First time ever we had Hidomi smile, and a inhibitor, for some reason, is running some, and that is the end of the episode. There we go. Sadly, I really hope there's not going to be any idiots around the world that's like, oh my gosh, I thought this was the episode. Oh my gosh. It's like, please, for the love of God, do not think this is the episode. Of course, I should actually have said that beforehand instead of now at the end. But, you know, there's some idiots around the world who's total idiots. I just have to say how I see it. Anyways, besides all that, this episode was interesting. We get some new information. We're still waiting for the fact of when will we get to see the old cast come back. I mean, we know that most likely the boy is grown up. We know that the girl might be grown up and most likely is a cat lady. Who knows? Maybe. The grandpa most likely is dead. The dad might be now a grandpa, or who knows? Maybe the kid actually. We have no idea what's going on there. I really hope we do get to see him. We get to see him in the end's credits, part of the art, but we don't actually get to see him. And I really hope we do get to see him because I kind of want to see updates of the old characters. But that's about it. This is an interesting episode. Definitely a must watch. So if you actually watched this review and said, "Oh my gosh," you need to watch it for yourself because I didn't spoil a lot. I spoiled a bit, but I didn't spoil a lot. So definitely go see and note the freaking nightmare scene. The sequence of the nightmare is very graphic. Lots of zombies, lots of cannibalism. Yeah, it's bad. It's very, very bad.